So far, so good. Okay, here we go. Let's begin today's practice from a seated position. So have your, if you need to elevate your hips, you feel that you need to elevate your hips, place your blanket right there and make sure you're sitting on the edge of your blanket, allowing the pelvis to tilt forward, getting more opening on those hips, and bring down to the side to reach to the fingertips, find the opening on the chest, and then softening the arms and release the hands to your thighs. With the elbows soft by your rib cage, lifting from the heart center. Welcome everybody. Guide the chin slightly in and towards the chest. You can keep your eyes closed here, or you can have the arms partially closed, but the gaze towards the mat. So that way you are avoiding any distractions of the room. We're going to begin by settling in here. Find our center as we bring the focus and the tension towards the breath. We don't have to do anything yet. Just be aware of the breath and the gentle movement of the breath within the body. Just breathe in and out through the nostrils. And gradually begin to modify the pattern of your regular breathing by lengthening with control the breath in both directions, slowing down the inhales and the exhales. This is a good moment to engage with Ujjayi breathing if you feel comfortable with Ujjayi breath. And slowly guide the palms together, flexing the fingers, interlacing the fingers. Relax your shoulders and gently rotate the wrist in one direction. One into the opposite direction. And then slowly release, arms to the side, and then flex the elbows slightly and move the hands ups and downs, mobilizing your wrists. Then make a fist and rotating in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. Release and hands together. Interlace the fingers. Stretching the elbows, round the spine, belly goes in. Stretch, holding position. Stretch the back line of your spine in between the shoulder blades, those intercostal muscles in the back of your rib cage. Keep breathing deep, long. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Bring the spine back to neutral position, hands together in Anjali Mudra. Now float the hands up to the sky. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, flex the elbows, place the top of the hands to the crown of the head, Tadaka Mudra. Inhale, straighten the arms, reach through the palms, slowly flex and down. Inhale, straighten and reach, and slowly down. Couple more rounds. Inhale, straighten the elbows, flex and down. One more. Inhale, extend and reach. Release, bring the arms to the side, down towards the floor, and extend the left arm over to your left ear. Soften the arm, soften the elbow, guide the shoulder back, guide the elbow back. Use your breath. And inhale back through center, left hand down towards the floor, press through the hip, reach to the right arm, flex the elbows, and then move the spine to the left. A gentle lateral stretch. We're still warming up the body, so be aware where your body is, how your body feels today. And inhale, return back through center, lower the hand down, bring the shoulders up, back and down, palms to your hands. And we're going to bring the elbows out, round the spine. This is like a cat-cow from seated position. The belly goes in, the chin goes in. And with the next inhale, the elbows by your rib cage, you arch the spine, you open the chest and the throat. And then exhale into the cat, belly in, elbows out, chin in. Inhale, elbows by the rib cage, open. Exhale, round the spine, elbows out, belly in, chin in. And just keep moving at your own pace, 2 or 3 more rounds, gently mobilizing the spine from this seated position. Opening the heart, exhale, rounding and opening the back line of the spine. 1 more round. Breathing, moving with the breath. And slowly return back to center. Inhale, arms overhead. Flex the elbows. Place the hands to the back of the head, elbows in. Keep the upper spine nice and long. Only the chin with a nice long exhale goes slowly down to the chest. Concentrate on your breath, please. And elbows out, release the hands, the arms, hands down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down. Now bring the arms out, flex the elbows, hands to your shoulders, rotating from the elbows, from the shoulder joints, but with the elbows, drawing a circle, going forward, up, exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward, up, back and down. 2 or 3 more rounds going in this direction first. This is a great way also to mobilize the rib cage, the shoulder blades, and then let's reverse. Go with the elbows, inhale, back up, exhale, forward and down. Just keep moving, breathing in and out. And then slowly release the arms down towards the floor, shoulders up to the ears, and softening down, hands to your knees. Take a moment. Concentrate with the breath. And from here, we're going to move to tabletop position. So find your way to table. Remember to protect your knees. Even if you don't have knee issues yet, please protect your knees. Hi, Rooster. And let's have the blanket or the towel there. And let's begin with the knees wide as your hips. Just from there. And place the wrist under the shoulders and wide as your shoulders. Let's move into the cat-cow again here, but from kneeling. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, round the spine and belly in. Inhale into the cow. Exhale into the cat. Just keep moving a few rounds of breath like that. Then inhale, drop. Exhale, round, move to child's pose. Soften the elbows, walk your hands to your left side, right hand on top of your left hand, elbows down, and the forehead towards the mat or towards the floor. Nice, easy breathing, another lateral stretch. And moving to the opposite side, slowly left hand on top of your right hand, elbows down, release the forehead towards the mat. Back through center to table. And let's come into the puppy pose. So walk your hands a little bit forward so they're not under your shoulders, and then move the hips back. Melt the forearms down, the elbows down. And if you can reach with the chin to your chest, it's fine. Or just keep it there and feel that opening, the stretch on the front of the body, the chest, the armpits, the rib cage. Nice, easy breathing. And then slowly press through the palms, return back up, hands now under the shoulders, and move into child's pose. This time, bring the arms out and behind you, interlacing the fingers down to your sacrum, forehead down. Stay with the forehead down towards the floor or towards the block, and then slowly move the arms up towards the sky, and exhale down to the sacrum, soften the elbows. And inhale, arms up, and exhale down. And inhale up, and exhale down. Release the hands down towards the floor by your body, palms facing up. Let's come into rabbit pose to stretch the neck. Be careful, if you have neck issues, just stay in child's pose. From the forehead, rock to the crown of the head, lifting the hips off the mat, off the heels, and then exhale down towards the heels, move to child's. Inhale, from the forehead, rock to the crown of the head, hips up, and heels down. One more, inhale, lift, hips up, rock to the crown of the head. And then slowly moving down to the heels, release and rock the head from side to side. Now from here, engage the core, slowly lift it, standing in kneeling position, bring the arms overhead, and exhale, lower the palms to tabletop position. Now this time, the knees are wider than your hips and big toes touching, and we're going to rock to the heels, and back through center, and rock to the heels, and back through center, rock to the heels, back through center, and we're going to rock and hold it there. Soften the elbows, forehead again, towards the floor or towards the block. Relax your pelvic floor. Breathe through the belly. Inhale, soften the abdomen. Exhale gently, allow the belly to go into the spine. Just belly breathing as you relax your pelvic floor. And with the next inhalation, we all return to table with the knees now under the hips. So make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, and we're going to extend the left leg back. Flex the knee, cross it over your back behind your right leg, and move your hips halfway down. Inhale, table, left leg goes back and up, flex, cross it over, and halfway down. Inhale to table, left leg up, flex, cross it over, and then move down and hold it there. So relax, try. If you're like leaning to one side, make sure your hips are even, and you should feel the opening, the stretch on the outside of your left hip. Use your breath. And slowly inhale, return to table, extend the left leg back and up, flex the knee, step forward with your left foot, and walk your left foot to the edge of the mat. Keep your right knee, instead of under your hip, more back, and let's stretch iliopsoas, the hip flexor, and hands and the wrist under the shoulders. Just gently relax again your pelvic floor, but lift from the chest. Nice, easy breathing. So you're not rounding and folding forward. You try to keep the spine flat and your neck neutral. Nice inhalations. Long, sweet, deep exhales. And bring the left knee down. Let's come to tabletop position again. Adjust your wrist. Right leg goes back and up. Inhale, flex the knee, cross it over your left leg. Move the hips halfway down. Inhale, return to table. Right leg back and up. Flex, cross, and move halfway down. Inhale to table. Right leg back and up. Flex, cross, and let's go down towards the heel. Keep the hips even. Relax your elbows, your forearms, and just breathe here through the outside of your right hip. This is a great way to stretch IT band. So just try to keep the hips even and breathe through the outside of that hip, the IT band muscle that might be pressuring on the nerve of your sciatic nerve. So just hold it there. Couple more breaths. And slowly back to table. And do the crossing of the legs. Right leg goes back and up. Flex, step forward, and then walk the right foot to the edge of the mat. Right knee over to your ankle, and the left knee slightly back with wrist under the shoulders. Gently exhale, drop the pelvis, drop the hips, and then lift from the chest. Close your eyes and concentrate on your breath. Take a nice inhalation and then move the right knee under your right hip, both knees even, and then move into child's pose. Take a moment, relax your neck, shoulders tension, try to soften by bending the elbows. And then come to table, tucking the toes under, press, lift the hips, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take your blanket away from your mat, please, and the feet are wide as your hips. So from downward dog with the hands wide as your shoulders and feet wide as your hips, we're going to lift the heels up, chin to the chest. Exhale, slowly lower the heels towards the mat. Stretch the back line of the legs. Inhale, heels up, heels up. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, heels up and down. Then walk your hands slowly, one at a time. Let's come all the way to the back of the mat with the feet stay under the hips. Bend the knees, grab opposite elbows, stretch your spine, stretch your lower back. Take a moment. Hands below your knees. Gently press and move the chest away as you strengthen the legs, 90-degree angle. Flex the knee, elbows out, soften the chest toward your thighs. Inhale, press gently, elbows in, flat back, halfway up. Exhale, flex the knee, relax the spine, elbows out, chin to the chest. One more time, inhale into halfway up. Bring the hands to your hips, bend the knees slightly, lift the chest, and Samastiti. Everybody standing in Samastiti position. You can bring the hands together close to your heart. Bring the tension back to your breath. Slowing down the inhales and the exhales. Coming back, if you like, to your Ujjayi breathing. And from here, lower the hands by your hips, rock into your toes, heels up. Heels down, hands to the heart, chair pose, Ardha Utkatasana. Move the hips back. Inhale, straighten the legs, hands by your hips, heels up, heels down, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten, hands down by your hips, heels up, heels down, flex, hold in chair pose. Activate the back muscles by lifting the chest. So you're not folding forward, you're trying to stay sitting in a chair. Take a nice inhale, twist to the left. Bring the right hand to the outside of your left knee and extend the left arm up to the sky into the twist. That's an inhale. Exhale, bring the hand to touch your right palm and do the twist hands to your heart center, standing position, Samastiti. Hands down by your hips. Inhale, heels up. Heels down, flex, chair pose. Lift the heart. Inhale, straighten the legs, belly in, hands to your hips. Heels up. Heels down, belly in, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten, hands down by your hips. One more time, balance. Heels down, flex, hands to the heart, hold it. Lift the chest, engage the belly. Take a nice inhalation and exhale, twist to the left. Left hand goes outside of your right knee and you are opening through the right side, the right arm going up to the sky. Nice inhale. Exhale, hand down, hands together, straighten the legs, bring the hands up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, the belly goes in, engage the core, engage the belly, the back muscles, hands to your hands, toward the floor, and chin to your chest. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Flex the knee, hands to your hips, inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, standing position, Samastiti. Reconnect back with the breath. And hands down. So let's work another lateral stretch here to stretch the outside of the hip and the rib cage. So let's cross. Right leg over to left leg. Inhale, arm up, go to the sky. Press with the feet and then slowly move the spine to the left and the right arm going also to the left. So there's a nice opening from the rib cage outside of the hip. Nice, easy breathing. And inhale, release, right hand down, right shoulder forward, up, back, and down. And do the crossing of the leg, left leg over to right leg. Inhale, right arm, left arm goes up. Press with the feet and move the spine to the right. Soften the left arm. Just feel the stretch on the left side of the torso, going down into the outside of the hip. Inhale, reach. Lower as you exhale, left shoulder forward, up, back, and down. And do the crossing of the legs. Feet wider than the hips with the feet turned out to the side. Hands to the heart, take an inhale. Exhale, flex and goddess pose. Arms in cactus. Inhale, straighten knees, hands together. Exhale, flex. Make sure your knees are a 90-degree angle. And straighten the legs and hands together. Inhale, exhale, flexing down. Inhale, straighten and back to center. Exhale, flexing down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex and lower. And release, hands down, shoulders up, back and down. Hands to your knees. Inhale, right heel up. Keep the knees bent. Exhale, down. Left heel up and down. Hands to the heart, straighten the legs. Reach through the arms and slowly hands towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down. Now please rotate so the heels and the feet are parallel. We still have the feet wider than the hips. Inhale, arms to a T position. We're going to twist as we fall forward. Inhale, lead the chest slightly forward, and from the waist up, exhale, lower the right hand down towards the floor. Left arm goes up to the sky. Activate the core. Take an inhale, lower the left hand down, and then arms out to the side, T position. Inhale, exhale, chest slightly forward, twist to the right. Left hand down, right arm goes up to the sky. Exhale, right hand down, flex the knee slightly, arms out to the side, and T position. Inhale, exhale, chest slightly forward and twist. Right hand down and reach to the fingertips of your left arm. Nice inhalation. Exhale, hand down, flex the knee slightly, activate the core, half, and come back up. Inhale. Exhale, chest slightly forward, and as you exhale, twist to the right. Left hand down, right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, hand down. Flex the knee slightly, activate the core, back to center. One more time each side. Take a nice inhalation. Exhale slightly forward, and then twist to the left. Right hand down, left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand down towards the floor. Flex the knee slightly, engage the core, arms to the side. Inhale. Exhale, chest slightly forward and twist to the right as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hand down. Then walk your hands to your right foot. Rotate the right foot to the front of the mat. Spin off the back heel. Lower the left knee down. Top of the left foot down towards the floor. Bring the right knee to meet your left knee. And we're going to move to child's pose. Take a moment, rest and breathe. Relax on your balasana. And from here, let's move to tabletop position. So from this tabletop, we're going to work with arm strength a little bit before going down to cobra. So let's move like this. And move the chest slightly forward. Keep the knees there. So the knees are not right under the hips again. It's just slightly back, not too far back, but the wrists are under your shoulders. So bring the belly into the spine, and we're going to rock the chest slightly forward. Flex the elbows, lower the chest halfway down. Inhale, straighten the arms. Come to table, move the hips slightly halfway down into child's. Inhale, back to table. Activate the core, flex the elbows, lower your chest halfway down. Inhale, straighten the arms, belly in. Move the hips halfway down. Relax your elbows. Inhale, tabletop. Activate the core, flex the elbows halfway down. Inhale, straighten and belly in and move it back. Couple more rounds. Inhale to table. Belly goes into the spine. Exhale slowly with control, lower halfway down. Inhale, straighten and reach. Move all the way back. One last. Inhale, back to table. Flex and lower. Inhale, straighten, and move all the way to child's pose. This time, bring the arms down by your side to relax your shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, and forearms. Take a moment. Breathe here. And from child's pose, hands to the front, to table. Again, flex the elbows and let's go down towards the floor. Make a pillow with your hands, turn the head to one side. Couple breath there, reverse Shavasana. Getting some energy back. Working now with strengthening back muscles of the back of the hips and the glutes. All right. Let's work now. Making like I said, keep your hand, one hand on top of the other hand, elbows out, and keep your forehead touching your hands. Let's have your legs wide as your mat. And as we come up, we're going to press through the hips and the pelvis. Inhale, lift the hands, lift the arms, lift the chest, lift the feet up. Exhale, everything goes down. Press through the hips, activate the back muscles, the glutes. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest, lift the feet and maybe legs up. Exhale down. 4 more rounds at your own pace, please. Coming with the breath, when you come up, you inhale, and as you exhale, you go down. Breath control. Movement control. Hands under the shoulders. Let's move to counterbalance the back bend, press the palms, lift the chest, bend the knees, move the hips to the heels. Balasana, child's pose. Take a moment. Lift the head, lift the chest, and move the hips to one side. So have your blanket to protect your neck, if that works for you. Let's all going to come to the front of the mat to go slowly down towards the floor. Chin in, belly in, one vertebra at a time. Keep your block handy. Keep your block handy. Chin in, we're going to go slowly down, down, down towards the floor. Take a moment there with the hands to your belly. Concentrating back into the breath. And let's have your block in between your inner thighs. From here, we're going to slowly press the block. Bring arms into cactus arms. So your elbows are in line with your shoulder, palm facing up. Heels under the knees. Press the block and lift up. Exhale, lower your bridge down. Press down. Press the block, inhale, lift. Press the block, lower. Press the block and high into the bridge. Press the block down. Press the block high up. Activate those hip muscles. Exhale down, one more. Inhale, lift. And all the way down. Now, keep the block in between the thighs, feet off the mat. We're going to grab the block, bring the block over to your head. Lower the heels with the knees bent, touch the floor. Inhale, lift the feet, place the block in between the thighs. With the block in between the thighs, arms overhead, press the block, lower the heels towards the floor. Inhale, activate the core, lift the feet, grab the block. Lower the heels down with the knees bent all the time, bring the block overhead. Belly in, inhale, lift the feet, block in between the thighs. Press the block, exhale, lower the heels as you bring the arms overhead. Inhale, press the block, bring the hands to grab your block, feet off the mat. Exhale, grab the block, lower the heels, block overhead. 2 more. Inhale, heels up, block in between the thighs. Press the block, exhale, heels down, arms overhead. Press the block and lift the feet, grab the block. And exhale, lower the heels down, block overhead. And press, lift the feet, block in between the thighs, flex the knee, lower the feet down, coming to bridge pose, arms overhead, cactus arms. Press the block, holding position. Activate lower back muscles, muscles of the glutes, muscles of your hips. Keep lifting as you're pressing the block. Take an inhale and exhale slowly down, 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 down towards the floor. Good job. Remove the block from in between the legs. Keep it handy. And we're going to bring the hands to your knees, Apanasana, to relax your lower back. So you guide the thighs in with inhale, and with exhale, you release the legs off the chest, just moving in and out. Now, lower the feet down, sole of the feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. We're going to interlace the fingers, and we're going to bring the hands kind of like to your hips, to your pelvis. Keep the chin slightly tucked in, and we're going to lift the head off the mat, shoulders off the mat, and reaching like you're trying to touch your feet with your fingers, and then slowly release the head down, shoulders down, relax your elbows. Chin to your chest. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift the arms, upper arms and shoulders off the mat, and then slowly exhale, head down, relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Chin in, shoulders, upper spine off the mat, lift and guide the hands towards the feet, and slowly release it down toward the floor. Arms to the side, rock your head from side to side, relax your hips, relax your pelvic floor, your inner thighs into the Supta Baddha Konasana. From here, slightly guide the thighs and the knees together. Cross your left leg over to your right leg. It's not a figure of four, we're crossing. And we're going to guide the left knee to the right. It's a gentle twist. You don't have to go too deep. Just it's a gentle twist to open and to stretch the outside of your left hip. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale back through center. Keep the right foot down. Half happy baby. Grab the outside of your left foot, the outside of your ankle, and just open and breathe there. Now that left foot goes, yes, on top of your right thigh. Now is IT band stretch, holding from the hamstring, from the knee, or from the back of the calf muscle if you want to go deeper into the IT band stretch. Whatever you are, close your eyes and concentrate on your breath. Release right foot down and do the crossing of the leg, left foot down. Now cross the right leg over to your left leg, arms in T, twist gently to the left, the right knee goes to the left. Relax the front of the shoulders, the front of your chest. Just breathe there in this gentle twist. Inhale, slowly back through center. Half happy baby. Grab the outside of the right foot and then open from that side of the hip, the groin. And release. Now, IT band stretch. Right foot on top of your left thigh, holding either from the hamstring, the shin, or the left calf muscle. Chin slightly tucked in. Release, lower the left foot down, and let's come into the full happy baby. Holding from the outside of the feet or outside of both ankles, chin in, and lower back flat on the mat. Breathe. Bring the sole of the feet together. Let's come to Supta Baddha Konasana. Lower the feet down. Hands to your belly. Relax your shoulders, the front of your chest. Relax your pelvic floor, outside of the hips, glutes, and breathe here in Supta Baddha Konasana. From here, right knee comes up, roll over to one side in Buddha pose. So in my case, I'm on my left side, and we're going to guide the right thigh into the chest with the peace fingers. Reach and see if you can grab your big toes or your ankles, wherever you can grab, and we're going to extend and stretch and open that leg. Breathing in and out. Flex the knees, lower the palm down, knees together, feet together. Now keep the feet together and right knee comes up. Exhale, lower down, clamshell. Inhale, lift. Exhale, close. Inhale, lift. Exhale, close. Inhale, lift. Exhale, close. Keep the knees bent. Now reach and grab the top of your ankle or the top of the foot to stretch the quad. So now you are guiding the right heel closer to your right buttocks. Breathing in and out. And release. Place both hands to the floor. Gently press, walk with the hands so you're lifting the spine off the mat. And we're going to go to the opposite side. Buddha pose. So you are in your side, supporting your head with your hand. And we're going to begin with the knees bent. Guide the right and left thigh close to your chest, holding from the big toes or the ankle. We're going to straighten the left leg up to the sky. Flex, keep the knees and the feet together. Now, knees together, the feet together, we're going to move the left knee up with an inhale. With exhale, we lower. Inhale, lift, and lower, lift, lower, reach with a hand, grab from the ankle, and then guide the left heel close to your left glute to stretch the quad. Use your breath. And let go, release, roll over to your belly, press the palms and lift to tabletop position. Let's work on our last pose. Keep your block handy for this one. We're going to work on pigeon pose. So from here, your left leg goes back and up, flex the knee, guide the left knee closer to your left wrist. Flex the foot to protect your left knee. So flex your left foot. Right leg behind you, nice and long. Press the palms to lift the chest, release the hips. So if you're kind of like rolling to one side, that's when the block come handy. You can place the block under your hip if your hip cannot touch the floor. Keep the hips even, and when you're ready, walk with your hands and a long spine, dropping down and holding position. Relax your forehead towards the floor or towards your hands. Don't have your head holding in the air, please. It's another great way to release any tension in your sciatic nerve. Slowly lift the head and the chest. Walk with your hands to lift the spine. Bring the left knee back. And let's now slide the right knee towards your right wrist. Flex the right foot. Left leg nice and long behind you. Adjust your hips so you're facing forward. Make sure that maybe you need to adapt and put the block under your right hip. Lift the chest because we want to have the spine nice and long before start walking with the hands and releasing the chest towards the floor. Remember, not holding the head in the air. And slowly lift the head, walk the hands under the shoulders, move the right knee back, both knees are now even, and then move to child's pose. Bring the symmetry back to the body. Hands by your knees, lift the head, lift the chest, drop the hips to the floor, swing the legs to the front. We're going to go down towards the mat. Have your blanket again to protect your head and neck if you need to. And we're going to slowly find our way, belly in control, one bit over the time, going down towards the mat. Now have your feet wide as your hips. Let's do some windshield wiper movement. So high as your yoga mat, arms in T position. Let's bring some movement to the hips because we stayed on pigeon pose and it's a very passive staying position. So let's bring some movement to the hips and the head and the neck before settling into our final pose. Shavasana. Just a couple more movements here. And then slowly find your way to your Shavasana, which means you have your feet slightly open and your feet turn out. So that way your legs and your hips and your pelvic floor can be very open. And same thing with the arms. You want to have your arms away from the body, from your torso, to allow the shoulders to drop and so the chest. Now, this is a time of full, absolute relaxation. Your eyes are closed. You're welcoming this time of not doing anything. Just be aware of your breath. And have this conversation with your body. Just go up and down, pausing on those places you think you might be still holding some tightness or tension, some muscle, some adjustment you need to do. Do your best to soften that tension. And keep moving to the body to a certain different point where you still need to let go. Feel the body gently melting down. Feel the body slowly relaxing. Experience softness. Allow yourself to the idea of surrendering to the urge of going to the next thing if you don't have to. Feel yourself supported and safe as you let your body release and surrender to a stillness. Now with the next inhalation, just gently begin to deepen the breath, make it long. Release any tension left with every exhalation. Wiggle toes, wiggle fingers. Reaching the arms overhead. Find that again space in between each vertebrae. And flexing the knees, hug yourself, roll over to one side. Slowly, please. Meet me, let's sit together. All together, hands down to your knees. Again, to soften the elbows, lifting from the chest, eyes closed. Now we're going to focus the attention fully on our breath. You can watch your breath as it comes in and it moves out of the body. You can also place this image of a flame right in your third eye, in between your eyebrows. And you can watch the flame. You can watch the gentle movement of the flame. You can even visualize an orange, bright orange color, or yellow or red. And you can watch that flame going live, strong, powerful. And that flame can be made by love, compassion, strength, any positive feeling or emotion that you would like to grow stronger, brighter, not just in the mind, but also in the center of your heart. Just take the time to be either with the breath or either with that fire within you. With the feeling of a stronger love, stronger compassion. Let's bring the hands together into Anjali Mudra. Taking a moment here to be grateful to yourself for giving yourself this moment for your own well-being, your self-love and care. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to cultivate always. And may you have peaceful, loving, sweet words to offer always. And may our actions always be inspired by love, sweetness, peace, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.